You think my left foot's gonna hold me?
I think it will. You got it.
Like
nice.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna fall.
A professional adventurer on a road trip across the U.S. with the skills and passion to help anyone, even a newbie, overcome any challenge. This is Venturing Out Park to Park.
I'm here in Tucson, Arizona at Rocks and Ropes to meet an amazing newcomer to the climbing world named Shelly, who I assume and hope is super psyched on climbing as I am. We're gonna get outside tomorrow and do some bouldering, but most importantly, we're gonna get on some ropes today and do some endurance training and also do some technical movements on some boulders inside. And Shelly?
Yes,
Raheim. Nice to meet you finally.
So good to meet you.
How are you feeling?
I'm excited.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
All right.
Shelly and I are hitting up Rocks and Ropes, one of the best climbing gyms in southern Arizona. Practicing on these indoor rocks and boulders is my only chance to see what she's really made of before we get out in the desert.
I know it's easy for most, including myself when I first started, to just focus on the climb, but that preparation and that stretching prior to climbing is just as important as the actual climb.
Yeah.
So just really getting some blood flow in those muscles.
Gonna get used.
Hamstring stretches, so drop your head a little bit if you can. Just opening up the hip just a little bit. Just let it sit for a second. How are you feeling? Feeling loose?
Feeling good.
Good.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
cool. Secondary to getting ready for any climbing trip is endurance training. So the cool way to do this is we're gonna go up once and come back down and then go right back up right after, right back on it.
Climbing quickly or just
No, at your
normal?
pace. It's all about the endurance.
Alrighty,
Ready when you are.
climbing.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Stay as close to the wall as possible. The longer you are and the taller you are, the easier the moves will be.
You know, so far in my climbing, I mostly am just kind of powering through things, or I watch other people and I try to replicate stuff.
Make sure you stand up fully before you stretch out. Get as long as possible.
Today, Raheim got to actually walk me through some techniques and not just show me, but kind of help me understand like why they're useful. And it's awesome to learn that in a safe space like a gym.
Safety first, good job. Good first one. We just did some endurance training, which was good, but I feel like you're ready to progress.
Yeah.
So let's find something to allow you to step a bit more outside of your comfort zone. This 9 right here would be a nice progression. It's still super juggy,
Okay.
but you've got that little overhang and you've got some technical movements that you're gonna have to do to get over that lip.
Yeah.
You wanna try that one out?
Yeah, are you ready?
I'm good to go.
Okay. Yeah, this is a little bit of an angle, huh?
Yeah, well you want it challenged, you got it.
I do. Okay, climbing.
Nice. Just stay long.
At one point today, I was trying this climb, you know, it was feeling really good. I got to a certain point where I kind of started to feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Nice catch, you got it. I've got you down here, you're good.
This is where I'm getting pumped, Raheim. I don't know if it's fear, I don't know if it's a lack of confidence.
You got it. Just breathe.
At one point, you know, I got to a kind of cruxy area and, you know, I mean, I went for it. Oh man. No, that arm.
While working with Shelly, I quickly realized this is a mind game for her. She's physically capable, but filled with fear. Sometimes, the best way to get people over that hurdle is to wear them out.
You got it.
I see fatigue setting in as she reaches the crux.
And, you know, I mean, I went for it. Whoa. I missed. Oh God, no, come down.
Okay. I've got you, yeah. If you want to let go with your hands. Watching someone slip, fall, or not get to where they want to get to is hard to see.
All right, and I'm spinning.
But I think she understood and felt that progress that she was making throughout that climb, and that's what mattered most. Pumped.
That's what you wanted, right?
That was good, yeah.
Thank you.
That was good.
Shelly's determination is impressive. She's stronger than she thinks, but confidence is key. To stay safe tomorrow, we have to drill down on some technical moves. Hopefully, her confidence will improve too.
So what we're gonna do now is work on that drop knee, because I saw that that was something that you were working on while we were on that problem on ropes.
Okay.
So getting a foot up and flagging out, or even just toeing down on something, and then just reaching forward, wherever you're going. It doesn't matter if it's here, 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 it doesn't matter. Just find your balance, wherever feels comfortable to you.
All right, so, okay.
So, flag out, there you go. Twist your hip a little bit.
Ah! I held it for a second.
That was amazing. You know what the progression to this is?
What?
Food.
Yes.
It's time to eat.
All right,
Let's do it.
let's try it.
After a brutal day in the gym, we are starving. And I know just the place to go.
Thank you. Welcome to Barrio Charo.
Barrio Charo dishes up some local favorites, Tucson classics, and the most ridiculous sandwiches. And it's exactly what our bodies need after a great session.
So how are you feeling, Shelly?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling, my hands are a little sore.
Where do you feel most pumped?
Up and down my,
The
right around
forearms.
there.
That's
yeah,
key.
that top part.
What's this on your arm?
So my daughter, Penelope, is 11. And when she was 5, we started this thing where she would draw a picture every spring and I would get it tattooed on my arm. Yeah, so they're her drawings. And so this is gonna be a sleeve of her work.
That's pretty amazing, and I can never tell my daughter this story because she's gonna be jealous. I have a daughter too, she's 15 years old. I have some tattoos that represent her and who she is, but none that she designed herself, so that's pretty amazing and pretty sick.
Yeah, she's a cool kid. I'm really proud of her. So, I don't know, I mean, you have time. You can get your daughter tattooing on you too.
I have time, I just don't know if I have space. Space is the concern. We'll figure something out, but that's super amazing.
Well, thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, she's pretty rad, you know, and we got 2 more to add.
Don,
Raheim, how you doing?
Good to see you,
Are you
buddy.
guys hungry?
What is this?
We have a beautiful meal for
We
you.
ordered 2 things. This is enough food for 10 people. This looks amazing.
It's a shareable plate.
You're not kidding.
Carlota,
Nice
Shelly,
to see
it's
you,
our first
Shelly.
time here.
First time. What a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
This is our sandwich platter. All right, here you have the focaccia, which is made in-house with Dawn's flour. And that is the trick that really makes this place successful. We do great sandwiches, but it has to have a good beginning, and the good beginning is the bread. So we want you to enjoy. And
you.
I think here is a good, you know, a little bit of a sampling of what it is that we do.
I love how you called it a sampling. This is
Yeah.
far from a sampling, but thank you.
You know, it's like this is just what we do. We connect community through food.
Yes, we do.
What a beautiful synergy.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you guys.
for the time.
Thank you so much.
Of course,
It's
yeah.
always a pleasure to have new guests in our restaurants. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you guys.
Take care.
All right, let's just spin the table. And wherever the table stops, that's where you start first.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Bouldering is a challenging sport, but everyone needs a personal reason to stay motivated. On the way home, Shelly told me about her why.
Part of why I got into climbing was because I climbed with my daughter and she just like really took to it right away. And I think that was really what like solidified it, was seeing like her fire, you know, for it, and just like the look in her eyes when she was like, I'm gonna get that problem, you know? Do you have that climbing with your daughter too?
I do. It just became a thing. I mean, we would literally spend the entire day in Brooklyn just climbing, which actually led me to, one, become obsessed like most climbers are. I'll admit that. Some won't admit it, but I'll admit it. When I was looking to find a new place for us to live, first thing I did was places near the gym.
Yeah. So you and your daughter skateboard to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
It's funny, I was talking to someone who's now a friend. She told me that her and her friends, they would always say, oh, it's the skateboarding dad and daughter. That's how they knew us.
If you're gonna be labeled, that's kind of cool.
I need to really understand what Shelly and I are in for at Cochise Stronghold, so I'm meeting up with a good friend, Lynn. Lynn's a local expert who's been climbing these mountains for decades and knows the best places to climb and, of course, how to stay safe in the desert.
Lynn,
I know the last time we spoke, you mentioned a place, Cochise, I believe it was?
Yeah, Cochise Stronghold, yeah.
Yes, give me the beta on that space. Like, what should we do when we get there?
I think checking out the east side, it's generally a little bit cooler. There can be snakes, but the climbing is amazing. Start as early as you can, especially in the warmer months.
How early is early?
Early.
That's just by you not giving me a time and just saying early is telling me that that's too early.
Yeah, very early.
Okay.
And just making sure you're just watching how much sun exposure you get, and then drinking about 1 liter an hour is always the beta I have. Have fun out there.
That is the goal. But thanks again, brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
I am so excited to be spending this time learning from Raheim Robinson.
I had an amazing day today with Shelly, who was just a natural beast in the gym. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how she translates those skills that we worked on in the gym today outside tomorrow.
I think tomorrow my biggest challenge is going to be getting over my own mental hurdles. Well, Raheim's gonna spot me, and so he's gonna make sure that, not if I fall, when I fall, that I won't be conking my head on a rock or twisting my ankle and rolling off the side of the crash pad or whatever, I mean, because those are all real things.
It's gonna be pretty hot outside tomorrow.
Welcome to the desert. Yeah, it's gonna be an adventure for sure. We'll see what we see, you know?
This was definitely one of the best road trips, if not the best road trip I've taken. Whether we were off-road or on the highway, endless skies, cacti everywhere, climbing or no climbing, it was an amazing trip. Took the car off-road and we were just ripping it down the road, but at the same time I was super surprised at how smooth it was just riding on the off-road compared to hard road on the highway. It was pretty much the same difference.
Following Lynn's advice, we're getting an early start because the desert temps here are crazy, especially for a New Yorker like myself. One thing I love about road trips is how you can really connect with someone along the way. And this gorgeous landscape is a huge plus.
What do you want to accomplish with climbing?
I've always been very driven, very goal-oriented. I finished my associate's degree when I was 17. I got my bachelor's degree at 19, my MBA at 21. I was married, bought a house, picket fence, you know, the whole 9 yards. But the challenge that I have, and it's something I've spent a lot of time working on, is turning that forward-facing chair a little bit more like to this moment and truly appreciating it fully, right? You know, I don't want my daughter to be so focused on the future that she's not enjoying the beauty of the sky here in Arizona right now, you know? And so climbing has really helped me with that, because when you're on the wall or the rock, you can't think about anything else, right? I mean, you're there, you're fully there, you know?
For sure. On some days, my mood would just be down and I'd just be trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with me? Like, why am I so sad? Why am I angry at everything? Then I would get to the gym and it's like flipping a switch. And I'd be like, oh, this is what was missing. Got it, I need to be here every day. Cool, noted. I'll be at the gym every day. It's what drives me, I need it. And I didn't realize that until I started climbing.
So, Sky Island.
That's
what we call these. Yeah, so they're sky islands because of the fact that it goes from such a low elevation to a high elevation, and it changes so drastically that there are actually species of things that are kind of on an island, stranded to an extent, if you will. One thing I'm excited about with climbing here specifically is I like being in places with a rich history, the sort of energy you get from those spaces, and a space that, you know, has kind of interesting things in its past, I think.
Yeah.
As we got close to the park, I was thinking about what Lynn told me about the Sky Islands and the Cochise Stronghold.
The history there is deep. It's got a lot of layers. That was a place that the Chiricahua Apache hid out from the U.S. Cavalry for close to 9 months. So 40 people, including Cochise, including Geronimo. And still to this day, even though the Chiricahua Apache are not here, they're in Oklahoma, they're further north. It's a place that has a lot of importance and significance to them.
Okay.
And, you know, spending some time on the rock there, you really get to see why it's called a stronghold.
For sure.
It's called a stronghold because the Apache used it as such for close to a year.
Wow.
It's never fun getting up at 3 a.m., but my buddy Lynn, who's a local expert, told us that Cochise Stronghold is the place to do it, and I'm super psyched to see Shelly putting that work today based on that practice she got in the gym yesterday.
You remember where we're going?
No, but we'll see it poking out in a second.
Yeah. Is this it?
That's it. We can definitely make it work.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
I can already see you moving on this wall. Seriously, it's up to you. Cool.
Okay.
Pressure's off me, it's on you.
Oh, I see how it is.
I want to test out the holds up there, especially because it doesn't look like many have climbed this, so. It's pretty nice right here. If you can get like a high foot right here, you can pull right up to it. Or you can just stand straight up here. Whew. Okay.
Do you want me to get all the way up there?
Yeah, it's definitely doable to get up here.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So we've got foot, the jug, right?
Yes.
And you know, where I can, pressing that way, right,
Correct.
to counter?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
How are you feeling?
I'll give it a try.
Let's give it a try then.
Okay.
All right. Just like in the gym, we're moving steady and slow.
Okay.
As slow as possible.
Slow as possible.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna fall right into you.
Okay, nice. She got this.
Just put my toe right there. It's gonna hold, Raheim.
Yes, it will.
You're telling me. Am I supposed to have my knee this way?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
You got it.
Like
nice.
that? Ooh.
Yeah. All right. But
Now
you can drop your knee
Which knee?
and your left knee into the wall.
Okay. You think my left foot's gonna hold me?
I think it will. I'm confident. You got this.
Okay.
Getting that right hand low and then popping out to the high.
Yep.
Exactly. How does that feel?
Okay.
Use that jug. That jug is your best friend.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
You got it.
Like
nice.
that? Ooh.
Yeah.
At Cochise, we got to the boulder that I chose for Shelly to climb. I'm confident she can do it, but I can definitely hear the concern in her voice.
How are you feeling?
I'll give it a try.
Let's give it a try then.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
As slow as possible.
Slow as possible.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like I'm gonna fall right into you. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Now what?
You can drop your knee.
You think my left foot's gonna hold me?
I think it will. I'm confident. You got this.
Okay.
Getting that right hand low and then popping out to the high.
Yep.
Use that jug.
Okay.
Nice. There you go.
All right.
Stay long. Keep your hips close to the wall.
Stay long.
Yep. Take your time, you got this. You're doing good.
All right.
Almost there. Nice.
Oh, goodness. All right. I did it, Raheim.
Nice, good job. How does it feel?
It's great.
Feel like it's only right if I check it out myself.
Yeah.
So make a little room for me, pretty
All right.
please.
So this has been just an amazing 2 days. Raheim he's awesome.
We had an amazing day at Coach E's Stronghold. Shelly was out there, she was able to crush. She topped her boulder like I knew she would.
It feels great to actually get to the top of a boulder and to stand on the top and feel like, yeah, you know, I finished the thing. I did it, Raheim.
Nice, good job.
Being able to have Raheim there, it was really reassuring. He made me feel like I could do it. I feel like sometimes that's what I need.
It definitely brings me a lot of joy for me to be able to lend knowledge to someone else and see them put that into action. And I was able to witness that with Shelly this week, so I'm super joyful of this experience with her. There's no better way to end a hot day of climbing than with a cold beer at Borderlands Brewery. It's pretty good.
Hi folks, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Raheim,
Ayla.
nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Hi, I'm
Ayla.
Shelly.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey. Welcome and thanks for being here.
So what's your story? You know, I love the local flair and all of that.
Yeah, well, you know what? 3 years ago, we actually opened Arizona's first all-female craft beer production facility. And it's something that
All-female.
and that's something we take a lot of pride in. So all of the beers that you drink are brewed by women.
That's amazing.
I'm one of the owners here and of course the head brewer. And I think when you look at our staff, it's very reflective of the Tucson community. So for example, everyone in management and leadership positions are multilingual, which is really neat. And it's something that you normally don't see in the craft beer landscape.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here. It's awesome to meet you guys and
For sure.
enjoy the rest of your time and let me know if I can help in any
For
way.
sure. Thank you for having us. This was an
Thank
awesome way to
you.
conclude our
Yeah,
day, so
welcome.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a
Cheers.
good one.
Thank you. How cool.
Yeah.
There's so much value in trying new things. You know, do something that scares you. Give it a shot. You can meet great people along the way. You can be a part of amazing communities. And the things it can do for your body and your mind and your spirit are just like incredible. If I can do it, if I can get out there and I can try something new and have fun, then I think you can too.
This was definitely one of the best road trips I've taken. Whether we were off-road or on the highway, endless skies, cacti everywhere, climbing or no climbing, it was an amazing trip.